YouTube, to the front liners, top of the PM, man. Y'all get on up in here. Let me start it off as I always do. Shouts out to Kev Mack and the Mac Heads and the Maniacs. The Hood Postman, the Mailroom Goons, Bob Trey Avalon, Cartoon, OG Gangster, and everybody else that's real that don't have 8 yard. Get on up in here. This ain't 8 yard, man. I'm tripping. Why do women always have to last minute preparations? Suddenly my girl needed her hair did. So hey, it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood, man. Get on up in here, man. It's 43 seconds I've been in here waiting for somebody to tap in. I said 12:30 on the community thing. There go one person up here with one thumbs up. Hey, top of the AM, top of the PM, my man. But what it do, man? 2 days approaching. David Perez, what's up, G Bam? What's up, David Perez? How you doing? One person in the chat room with 3 likes. M3, this ain't 8 yard. It's sure late, man. This ain't 8 yard. Y'all can get on up in here, man. I supposed to been leaving. Now it's a delay because it's the last preparation. My girl needed her hair did. Women, but what can we say? Can't live with them, can't live without them. You understand what I'm saying? John Bradford, what it do, man? How you living, man? It's a good Friday. Say it again. Today is a good Friday. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. And everybody's having a happy holidays, man. Stay in the holiday spirit, man. Let your enthusiasm stay to a feverish pitch. Don't let nothing dampen your enthusiasm, man. We're going to enter 2023 with a smile on our face and turn them frowns into a smile. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about being happy. Happy, joyous, and free, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. I am feeling good. What's up, Big Bam? Finally caught it live. Much respect, bro. Much respect to you too, David. M3, what's up, Bam? Hey, man, I'm just trying to live my life. That go my homie, Marcus, off that 118th. Carver Park is in the house. What it do, Marcus? How you doing, man? You ready for Christmas? I know you are. Hey, check this out, man. LA is off the chains, man. LA is off the chains. Why do people sit back and allow things to happen that in a roundabout way that they can prevent from happening? I don't understand that, man. I'm still at awe about what happened with my homeboy being choked out in the coma. Talked to his sister today. He looking good, but it ain't, no how it is when a person in the coma, man. I pray every day that my boy Bunch come up out this coma, man. He got to. Life is too good, man. He was living a good life. He was still in the game. He was out there in the street still hustling. Bunch was one of them type of brothers, man, that didn't want to leave them streets alone. But he didn't deserve getting choked out by the police. I don't care what nobody say. You understand what I'm saying? And people need to start understanding when you see the police harassing anybody, start doing some physical harm to them, stop grabbing your camera and trying to film it and assist them. Prayers, man, right before the holiday. Thank you, number one. I appreciate that. But, man, I got 13 people in the chat room and 8 likes. Slow motion better than no motion, homie. Every day Christmas to me. I'm alive, free, and family straight. Man, you couldn't have said it better, Marcus. Boy, hey, check this out, Marcus. I'm at the store saying that one, man. Every day is a Christmas, man. You understand what I'm saying? Every day I wake up, I got something to celebrate because I woke up, first of all. And I've learned that I got a choice and a chance, and I no longer take chances. I take choices. You understand what I'm saying? Life is good, man. I don't have no complaints, none whatsoever. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to go see my little great niece on Christmas. She's 6 months old. Can't wait to just hold this little girl, pretty little girl in my arms, man, and let her know her great Uncle Bam got her. You understand what I'm saying? Her great Uncle Bam got her, man. It's all about the kids, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to go see my auntie. She's 89 years old, man. My auntie, 89 years old, still wear high heels, man, and sip on Hennessy. Thomas Bradley, Monroe, Louisiana, tapping in. Let me ask you something, Thomas Bradley. You ever heard of Delhi, Louisiana? That's where my family from, Dale High, Louisiana. My whole family from Dale High, Louisiana. My uncle used to be the dean of Southern University. My great uncle used to be the dean of Southern University in 72, 73, and 74. You understand? My mother graduated, got a college degree out of Southern. My little brother went to Southern. My whole family from down south, man. It's a whole lot of down south people in Cali, man. You understand what I'm saying? Monroe, Louisiana. Michael Black. Say, Crip, happy holidays to you. Happy holiday to you too, Michael Black. Believe that. You know, Snoopy Mac is up in the house. Merry Christmas. That's right, man. That's right, Snoopy Mac, for sure. For sure, for sure. I'm glad everybody's in the holiday spirits, man. Y'all know what Dale High is. And man, my family got a street named after us out there in Dale High too. I'm supposed to be going out there next summer. Summer coming up. You understand what I'm saying? Going down to that dirty South and kicking some of my here, my country bunch of cousins. You understand? Can't wait to smash some sweet potato pies and some cakes. Check this out, man. Every house I go to, me and my girl got two places. We going to Palm Springs for the weekend, for Christmas. We leaving tonight. Right after I do this live tonight, me and my girl gonna be on the highway, going to Palm Springs. Right? Gonna sit back, relax, open up some motherfucking Moet, enjoy my company with my beautiful fiance. We're gonna jump back on that highway, come back to LA. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna go by my auntie house. She made me a German chocolate cake. I'm gonna take at least half of that with me, right? I'm gonna eat there. I'm gonna go to my goddaughter house. Blade is in the house. I'm gonna go to my goddaughter house. My best friend's ex-wife Jan, my sister, and their daughter, their first daughter is my goddaughter. I'm going over there to see the grandkids, her grandkids, Shelly kids. I'm gonna take a plate from Jan house. Then I'm going over my niece's and them house, man. Last year they made cooked gumbo and all that, right? They tried to get me on that hookah and all that, but I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm gonna go learn how to play a PlayStation. I don't know how to play a PlayStation, so my great nephews, Hunter, JoJo, and Raylan, they're gonna teach their great uncle how to do this PlayStation thing, man. I didn't buy a whole lot of people gifts. I bought my great nieces and my nephews gifts, and then I bought my girl some gifts. You feel me? I bought my auntie a house robe and some house shoes. She don't even know it. And I'm gonna give her a dozen of roses, some flowers. You feel what I'm saying? That's my favorite auntie. But I just want to send shouts out to everybody, man, and enjoy your weekend, man. Like the homie Marcus say, every day is Christmas. Safe travels. Thank you, number one. So come up in here with these questions, man. Y'all tap in here with y'all boy, man. Oh, and I'm gonna watch that game. I might go live during that Dallas Cowboy and that Eagle game. I'm going with the Eagles, y'all. I'm gonna roll. My little brother is an Eagle fanatic, so I'm gonna roll with my little brother. I'm gonna roll with my little brother, my homie Bink. He in the pen. He's a Dallas Cowboys fanatic. I ain't going against you, Bink. But check this out, baby. I'm gonna roll with the Eagles. The Eagles deserve a win, y'all. They deserve to go all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. And I believe they got action. The boy supposed to be hurt, but I believe they got action. I believe they gonna do it. What y'all think? Who y'all going for, man? Tap up in here, man. Don't be shy today, man. Watch this, man. Ate a healthy breakfast, pancakes, eggs, and bacon, and a bowl of oatmeal on the side, glass of orange juice. Now I got my Miller's High Life with me. Nice Newport. My New Year's resolution. Cause what's your cash app? $ OG Bam 131 Michael Black. Blade, put it up there for me. That's what it is, Michael Black. You understand what I'm saying? $ OG Bam 131. Right? Now listen to me, man. I'm no longer a Tampa Bay fan. I don't know what happened to Tom Brady this season, but he got to step it back up, y'all. He got to step it up. I don't like turning on my boy. He the best quarterback in the NFL to me. Now, I don't know about nobody else. Split Eastwood say, Cowboys, OG Bam. I heard that. How did I meet Kev Mack? Through Melly Mill. Melly Mill reached out to me. They wanted to do an interview on the front hoods, right? My little homeboys got at me, said, man, if there's anybody qualified to do the interview for the hood, it's you. Kill Mac reached out to me. Melly Mill reached out to me, my homie. Me and Melly Mill had been knowing each other. We both had a Suburban at the same time. I was living across the street. Melly Mill was messing with this girl across the street, and it was my ex-girl partner. So anyway, Melly Mill reached out to me, tapped in. He thought he was talking to Lil Bam from Front Hood. He said, man, I don't want to talk to you. I ain't talking about interviewing you. I want to talk to Big Bam, Sherwood. I said, man, who you think you talking to? That Saturday, check it out, Marcus. We was at El Segundo Park doing the video. Y'all tap into my first video. Cam Mac, Melly Mill put me on the map, man, for as YouTube go. That was, hey, I had a ball doing that interview with Kev Mac, man. And Kev Mac, and me and Kev Mac established a relationship. Watch this, man. I ain't never had a problem with a Keyway, man. Me and Keyway stay getting along. Can't stand Brady cheaters out the Super Bowl. I hear you, Marcus, don't do that to me, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. But that's how I met chilling. So I ain't go live with him, but I'm gonna go live with him today. We said we're gonna do it tonight. One of my favorite interviews, was it, man? I watched it when it came out. Yeah, man, that was like people was putting me in the top 5 or the top 10, and I read, watch this, man, every comment on the Kev Mac videos I read. And if y'all read some of them comments, it was dude, bang, bang the 90 gang. But I have to say, bam, bam, 90 gang on this channel. I hear you, David Perez, right? But a lot of dudes that got phones in the pens, man. And a lot of dudes tapped in from the pen. You feel me? And they was like, I told you it's a program in the penitentiary called Health Right 360. I was a junior drug counselor. It had to do 18 hours of training to become a junior drug counselor, a mentor in the program. I did it, and I brought Keyways and Damus and Southern Hispanics was really chopping it up in my classroom. It wasn't none of that bullshit up in there. Some got sober, some didn't. You understand what I'm saying? I tapped into a few partners of mine and they're Hispanic dudes. Watch this, man. When I was in Calipat, I started an AA program on CR. That's what football admired about me. Hello, Yvonne, how you doing? Solo, you in the house. Kev Mac, Melly Mill, and Band will be the Mount Westmore YouTube if you all linked up. Check this out, David. There's nothing more than I like is to have a podcast. My homie Marcus was saying it last night. I love to have a podcast with Kev Mac, Melly Mill, Gangster, Brad D. And if all of us couldn't just get together, I love if me and Kev Mac and Melly Mill, or just me and Kev Mac, can come together. You was giving knowledge on El Segundo and Wilmington Corner. Thank you, Marcus. Shouts out to you for that, baby. I believe, because Kev Mac he know how to work YouTube. I don't know how to really do my thing like that. But if Kev Mac can come up with something, create another podcast, still have Kev Mac live streams and all that. I still have my little thing, but we can come up with a show like Sig Mac and Dub C had, or the Gangster Chronicle like Get Down they had, and we can come up with some. You got two historians. You know, I consider Melly Mel and Kev Mac journalists. I'm not a journalist. I'm in your face with it. I'm gonna call a baller, strike a strike. But I know my Crip history. You understand what I'm saying? Not just Compton Crip history. I know Crip history. You understand what I'm saying? I had the honor and the privilege, as well as the pleasure of meeting a whole lot of Crips, man, that was with the business. Some I met in jail, but a lot of them I met on the streets. Because when I started gang banging in 71, man, listen to me. I didn't just hang in Front Hood. I didn't just go to Carver. I didn't just go to Carver Park. I didn't just go to Mona Park. I didn't just go to Pocket Hood. I didn't just go in Nutty Block. I didn't just go in the Forums or Acacia, Atlantic Drive and fuck with Mad Dutchman, Psycho Mike them. You understand what I'm saying? Jody them. I went or Spook Town, fuck with the Monk Boys, Volcano them. I went to LA and I fucked with Crips, man. I used to fuck with the Hoovers, man. I used to go on 92nd Code and fuck with the 9 Deuce Hoover. Manuel, Crazy, You understand? From 9-4, my boy Eminem. From 9-4, my boy KC. From 7-4. You understand what I'm saying? Lil Ani from 9 Deuce, resting in peace. That's how the Hoovers and the 9-0 started beefing. Lil Ani from 9 Deuce got killed. Me and Ani was in Camp Miller together, man. You understand what I'm saying? And me and him was real, real tight. My boy Hoover Al for Make Trey, Tony Stacy, Hoover Lime. You feel me? Damn. What's my boy named T.S. Crummy, man? Ray something, man. Bucket, Bullet, Casper from 11 Deuce, Big Bam from 11 Deuce Hoover. I'm cool with a lot of Hoovers, but a lot of people believe Hoovers is criminal, ain't Crips, because they call themselves criminals. Well, I'm here to tell you, man, I still consider Hoovers Crips. You understand? Gangsta T from 5 Deuce, Capone from 5 Deuce, Big Fat Rat, Cadillac Bob, resting in peace, they sister, my vet. I was cool with a lot of them. You understand what I'm saying? I got around. But the hood I really hung out with was the 8-9s, man. 8-9s neighborhood Crips, man, before they said 8-9 East Coast. When they said 2 times for 8-9. Big Wolf was my god brother. Duck was like my cousin. You understand what I'm saying? I used to go to 8-9 and wouldn't go home, man, because their mamas wouldn't let me get on the bus, thinking something might happen to me, right? Because I was an active gang member, man. I ain't trying to toot my horn and put myself on no pedestal, man. When I gang bang, I was out there trying to build a name for myself. I was out there really trying to build a name for myself. I wanted to be everything Raymond Watson took him. Mac Thomas Salty then was, man. Plus some. Feel what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to put 100 on the 10, but I was putting 131% into this cricket. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't never popped peas. I shot them. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody when I say that, but that's how I used to talk. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a certified PK, man. But I don't have Damoos is no longer my enemies. Did you know OG? Watch this. Did I know OG Neckbone from 8-9? Man, come on, brother. Come on, man. I went to Edison with OG Neckbone. So I went to Edison in the 7th grade because my grandmother worked at Edison. Even though should have been at Willowbrook, I went to Edison. And listen to me, man. OG Neckbone. OG Neckbone was in the pen with me and Cute. And old folks, we got a little brother, little Neckbone. You feel me? But I ran with Doug resting in peace, Mike from 9-7 East Coast. Watch this. My first robbery I did was Duck and little Mike from 9-7 East Coast, man. That's when I found out the power of pistol can give me some money. That I ain't had to shoot it at my enemy. I can use it to get some money. Me, Duck, and Eastside, little Mike from 9-7, right? Always, I gang bang, man. When I gang bang, I gang bang. When I start with my big homie, Mona Park, the name of Gower, my big homie, Mac Watts, Pet Bull, Great Cross, Denny Moe, Gravy Jenkins. You understand what I'm saying? Bodine, Feldy from Carver, Roy Tucker from Carver, Glue Baby them. When I start seeing them dudes with their perms and looking fly as a motherfucker, I started wanting to get me some money like them. So I was always a baby Crip that loved hanging with my big homies. Although they didn't like a whole lot of us hanging out with them. But I love hanging out with my big homies, man. Listen to me. I can tell you when some of them wanted to be pimps and their pimp career was short-lived. You understand what I'm saying? But when they and Denny Moe put me under their wings, man, cuz I put it in there, say no result, cuz. When I put it in, it say no results. You got no OG Bam with 2 M's. Oh, $ OG Bam 131. You'll see a picture of me, man. You'll see a picture of your boy. You feel me? $ OG Bam 131, Michael Black. But check it out. Renee put me on this wing. There you go, right there, Michael Black. Blade just put it back in there. You feel me? When Renee and Denny Moe put me under their wings, man, I started getting money. I started hustling. You understand what I'm saying? And hustling was good. I came up with a couple of cars, low rider, a Cadillac, Cutlass. I started hustling with my best friend, Bebe. We was getting our money selling that H2O, man, and I started venturing out. I used to go in the lot, in the LB lot, because that's where Renee was on that LB lot. So I used to fuck with Wizard, resting in peace. Popped with Manpower a few times, because they was getting money, man. I was all about getting money. I used to fuck with the homies on the bottoms in Billings Hood. And every time I went over there, I didn't go over there with that Crip shit. I went over there on that player shit. Because a lot of my partners, my childhood friends, is from the bottoms. Maury Bullard, Willie Robinson, Eastside Mike. You understand what I'm saying? Damu Rooster, the brother that founded, the creator Bloodline. I grew up with Tyreek. So we was cool. We was all, it was about being players, man. At a certain time in my life, I became trying to be a player, and I was just chasing money. So when I went to the pen, that player shit left me. That Crip shit, it was already in me. It never left me, right? And I went to the penitentiary, man. I'll never forget when I first got to the pen, a dude from West Side Peru, I was on orientation, man. Dude from West Side Peru came to my door. What's up, Bam? Like, what's up? You know, and the Bloods, when I first got to Tracy, man, the Bloods was deeper than the Crips. A lot of Crips that was there. Some was vanguards. You understand what I'm saying? And check this out. The Damus that knew me thought I was still on that game banging tip. And I was, but it's like, hey, if y'all ain't tripping, I ain't tripping. I seen a lot of Crips that stopped gang banging, said they wanted to be Christians. Some turned Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? But I kept it cripping, man. I kept it cripping. I read a Crip Constitution when I went to the penitentiary. First Constitution I read was Blue Magic. CCO came about Beaver Blue Magic, Consolidated Crip Organization. I don't have no cut on me. Let me really illustrate this to y'all, enlighten y'all to something. That's not no cut on you. Just part of a structure. You understand what I'm saying? A structure that Crip need. Without a structure, we'll be haywire. Look at the streets. You understand what I'm saying? When a person asked me where I was from in the pen, I didn't say CCO. I said just Compton Front Hood Crip. CCO was the best thing happened for Crips in the pen. We was in the blackness, but we represented Crip. A lot of people didn't like our get down, hating on the leadership. I'm a dude that can say I didn't find nothing wrong with the leadership of CCO. I had a lot of rank in CCO. My big homie Suman Ant them gave me, and Scorpion them gave me rank. My Swahili name is Lil Scorpion, which means soldier. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't one of them dudes that took my tail and went to that 8-yard. I was one of them dudes that stayed down for my crown in the penitentiary. I had great mentors in the penitentiary like Cutes, Russell Capers, Chili. You understand what I'm saying? TS, Sports. You understand what I'm saying? My big homie Sumo, Big Heron. But I went up in there trying to be like Raymond. Some dude told me, hey man, you remind me of Raymond. That dude told me that shit blew my head up. And I started conducting myself in that fashion. I was a young dude with too much influence. And that shit went to my head. I didn't mislead nobody. I just misled myself thinking my shit didn't stink. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I never called a shot on a brother that didn't deserve it. My number one enemy was in the penitentiary, was the Emmy Serenos and the police and the white boys. Once I left that level 3 yard and hit the level 4 yards, Damus was no longer Miami. Kumi was no longer Miami, nor was Jama. You understand what I'm saying? I couldn't see myself wanting to steal another brother. But we had scrimmages with brothers. Don't get me wrong. It's only 23 likes. That ain't right. Say it again, man. It's 39 people up in here, man, in this chat. But it's only 23 likes. Come on, man. Y'all kick it with your boy, man. Talk to me. Throw a question at me. You understand what I'm saying? The water was no joke. Last time I was messing with that, me and my brother draw down on each other in my mama's house. We cried, hugged it out, and left it alone. I know that's right, homie. James White, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and your family. Jada, saying right back at you, brother. We got 41 people in this light, man, and 29 likes. Y'all don't want to ask your boy no questions. Mess with your boy, man. I'm in a good mood, man. Mess with your boy. Mess with your boy, man. Holla at your boy. Again, what we say, Blade, this ain't 8-yard, man. It's a real yard. Tap on up in here, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Support the channel, man. Don't run from it, run to it. This really didn't teach no real. Hey, come on, man. This real, man. Too real for TV, man. Y'all better come on and get aboard this, man. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I ain't gonna get you off your square and you ain't gonna get me off mine. We gonna keep it 100. You understand what I'm saying? Antonio Sims, Best Christmas. Fredo Bam, did you know anybody from Duke Rock? Bumper Jack, Donald Kelly Duck, Charles Rankin. Me, Charles Rankin was in juvenile camp Page together. I went to camp 2 times. Camp Miller when I was a little dude. That was a little boys camp. Then I went to Camp Page. Then was the first Big Lou. Did the CCOs infiltrate Compton? Did the CCOs infiltrate Compton? In order to get an answer for that, Big Lou, you got to have cash out for that one, brother. Certain questions. Everybody, as far as streetwise, hey man, it was a lot of CCOs from Compton. Majority of CCOs from Compton was with the business. You understand what I'm saying? We came home not trying to push a CCO line. I never came to the streets trying to push a CCO line on nothing in my hood. I can't see myself bringing prison politics to the streets. The water is a mud. The DMV be on it heavy. The water is a mud, right? I can't see myself bringing prison politics to the streets. Street politics come to prison, whether people believe that. There was a lot of dudes from Compton that were CCOs. Some that wasn't CCO was CCOs affiliated by other people from the outside looking in, because a lot of people that was already hooked up. We was from Compton. Like, people believe a lot of 60s and the Comptons fell up on the CCO structure based on the leadership of CCO. But that wasn't true. You understand what I'm saying? Quite naturally, you're gonna get down where your homies get down. You're gonna get down where your big homie get down if your big homie is a reputable dude. Because that's a title earned, not just given. You understand what I'm saying? But just like a lot of people felt all Raymonds was Blue Notes, because who started Blue Notes? Well, all Raymonds wasn't Blue Notes, man. I got a lot of love for Raymonds, man. And y'all need to understand this too. Blue Notes wasn't my enemies. We just, CCOs and Blue Notes just ended up having a scrimmage. And once the scrimmage was over with, we still had ties with each other. We were still Crips. You understand what I'm saying? And we kicked it like that. CCO was the best thing happened for Crips in prison, man. We had structure. Blue Notes had structure. I ain't taking that from them. We had structure, and we brought the funk, man. Check it out, man. We brought the funk, man. We got the old folks and women. We brought that funk, man. We brought that funk. For them dudes that be saying, oh, the M and the Serenials were smashing Crips and Bloods in the pen. No, man. They wasn't smashing nobody. I'm keeping it respectful. Thank you, Big Lou. Yeah, watch this, man. Ain't nowhere in the history in prison did you ever see a black man waving a white flag up saying they submitting, they bound their knees and submitting to the enemy. I'm saying that's the new get down, right? We didn't do that, man. The CCO brought the noise viciously. See, this is what people was more afraid of. They wasn't just afraid of Crip. When CCO came out, we became a force. And we threatened the structures of other people. So now you got to come with the divide and conquer. And as always, divide and conquer fucks up any structure, any collective. When I say collective, I'm talking about the collective of Crip. When Blue Notes and CCO started having the scrimmages and beef with each other, that fucked up the collective of Crip in prison. Now it's just tribalism in prison. You got homies that kick with other homies, but if something happens to somebody from the neighborhood court, if the neighborhood court don't want to take off, ain't nobody else gonna take off. If something happened to me in there, the Comptons don't take off, ain't nobody gonna take off. That ain't how it's supposed to be in that penitentiary, man. When a Crip get took off on, the Crips must stand up, take 10 down. For every one of us get down, 10 must get down. You understand what I'm saying? Do it happen like that all the time? No. But believe me, trust and believe me, man. We retaliated. Every Crip that lost his life in that penitentiary, Keyways, we retaliated in a vicious way. We got our get back. So don't believe the bullshit that you hear these other people say, man. Don't believe that. We stayed down for our crown. Some of us did get popped on. I got scratched in a couple of rides. But that's what's happening when you in the midst of the bullshit. You know what I mean? When you ain't trying to run, go to them PC yards, duck your tail and don't come to the yard because something's going on. No, man. You know what I mean? I was in it to win it, man. And My only regret about being a Crip, some of the things I did when I was a little dude coming up in that game. Say, OG Band, was it a war with you all in blue? Hey, I don't know what you're saying, Blue Nose, man. I don't know what that is, brother. So watch this, man. LA boy. My channel ain't on no disrespectful chipping out. If you made it, if you supposed to put a T instead of S, I can respect that. But hey, watch this. Please don't come up in here on no disrespect, because I'm not going to disrespect you. Just say no way, y'all. This is zero tolerance for trolls and disrespect here. Tell them again, Blade. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, but to answer your question, man, uh, is that was that it with war with y'all in the Blue Notes? And I'm gonna say it like this, man. I'm gonna keep it this my opinion. Blue Notes and CCOs had scrimmages. We wasn't at war with each other. Because we was at war, we couldn't be friends today. You understand what I'm saying? We Blue Notes and CCOs, listen to me, man. When Blue Notes and CCOs stop having our scrimmages, I appreciate that, LA boy. When Blue Notes and CCOs had their little scrimmages, me and Sparks was still tight. Listen to me. Me and Turtle Blue Note was tight. Jay Skeet them. I'm tight with a whole lot of Blue Notes, man. I don't have nothing against a Crip. I'm not a Crip killer, man. I don't have nothing against a Crip. So understand that on this platform. I represent that to the fullest, man. I'm a non-active gang member. But I'm like Sports told me, man. Sports told me, they gave me a picture and told me this, man. I'll never forget in 1996, man. Right before I left, folks, Sports gave me a picture, called me Dimples on the picture, too. He said, Dimples. He said, man, you're OG, the OG overseer. Keep agitating till the tidal wave turn blue. And that's exactly what I'm going to continue doing. I'm young. I've never been to jail except to the county. And let it stay like that, LA boy. You watch this, man. Be curious about what can transpire in prison. Maybe that'll rile a person up for he won't have to go. That's my only purpose, is telling people about these prison stories, but they don't have to go experience what I've experienced. Because everybody can't walk a mile in the same person's shoes. Pressure bust pipes. Why you think they got yards called PC? S and Y yards. Pressure bust them dudes pipes so they tucked their tail like poodles and ran because they couldn't handle it. You understand what I'm saying? Now you get a whole lot of dudes on these platforms or their own show and say, oh man, them OGs was doing this and them OGs was doing that. Ty Starks, what it do? Talking this and talking that. These same dudes that got something to say, LA Boy and everybody else that's listening, ain't never been to the pen. They going about what they didn't heard. It's a myth that say, oh man, dudes slide paperwork on the people's doors. Hey man, let me share something with you, man. That never happened to me, so I can't confirm that. You understand what I'm saying? CCO didn't recruit me. I recruited myself. My big homies was generals in the CCO. I'm going to subscribe to OG Band Respect. Subscribe now, brother. Don't run from it, run to it. You're gonna get the real on this channel. Trust and believe, man. This ain't 8 yard, man. That's the new get out on this channel. This ain't 8 yard. You understand what I'm saying? This is a rider chat, man. You got to watch this. You got to be with the business and want to change your life to be in this chat room, man. This ain't bullshit. This for real shit. Feds, we have posse parties on the regular. PSI parties. What is that, Patrick? I don't understand what you mean. But listen to me, man. You got dudes that went to prison and turned their life around. A lot of dudes that were speaking ill of CCO, they was mad, jealous, envy, because they didn't have the influence that the shot callers for CCO had. CCOs, we believe in cleaning up our backyard, and when we cleaned up our backyard, we talking about the Crips. You ain't have to be a CCO to get, you feel me? Facts. No 8 yard. For real. Matthew Ann, you said that's right, man. Keep going. Pimp thoughts. Heard the other day you mentioned using G&H at Los Angeles. That's crazy because that was the first unit I hit. First time in the LP in 89. Hey, check this out, man. Oh, paperwork party. All right, Patrick Dot. Check this out. When I was going through Los Angeles, Pimp thoughts, that was the little boys unit. My big homie, Big Heron in ENF. I'm in G&H. First blood I had a fight in there with me, and this dude is tight as a motherfucker today, Rick James. Rick James. I did a 90-day observation in YA, man. I did a 98-day observation in Norwalk. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted to go to YA. I wanted to go to YA. I wanted to go to California Youth Authority. But I did a 90-day op. Right? I did a 90-day op, man. And it was crazy in that motherfucker. I was fighting like crazy. But when I first went to LP, man, OG Bam need to come with this 8-yard t-shirt. I think that would go hard. Hey, check this out, man. I'm gonna get a couple of t-shirts, man. I'm gonna give my boy. I already got them in there. They trying. I'm spending more for the t-shirt than the t-shirt costs. Right? It's the same price, and I feel like I'm being overcharged, but it ain't no problem. But I'm gonna start a raffle at the beginning of next month. I'm gonna raffle off a fitted hat. Gonna cost $3 to get in the raffle. You got to chase whatever fitted hat. It's gonna be brand new for you. I'm gonna have my email on here when you cash apps and let me know your name. When I put the numbers out the hat on here on live one night, y'all gonna know who win the fitted hat. I'm gonna start having raffles and doing all that, man. But GNH, the first blood I had a fight with, man, was Rick James from Fruit Champ. Rick James was a beast. Me and Rick James used to go at it, man. He represented Fruit Champ Power Root to the fullest, man. I can't do nothing but get that brother his props. Then me and Rick James got real tight. Real tight. I bust on a couple of his homies in the pen. I remember when I come down to Solidad, Rick James was selling. He's a big Rick from the 60s. He was cool, the motherfucker. Rick James get at me and say, man, I heard you bust on the field, my partner. It wasn't personal, that was just business. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it do, man. I went in the penitentiary because I know if it's a blemish on me, it'd be a blemish on Big Havron Sumo, Big Ant Marcellus and them. And I didn't want to make my big homies look bad based on my get in. So I did what I supposed it did. I did 3 years in California Youth Authority, parole from YTS in 96. Pimp thought you was a youngster, man. 96? Man, I was in New Folsom in 96. On a lockdown, doing the ride. You understand what I'm saying? But watch this, man. Today, and I say this a lot on my live, I'm not afraid of never going back to prison, but it's certain situations that can put me in there. Just send Cash App, OG Bam. PSM, I love that. I never want to put myself in a situation where I get surprised when I got hired with this company I work for, that they hired me. I work in a hell of a building. I'm a custodian and I love it. I clean bathrooms, man. I'm gonna keep it 100, but I love it. I love my job. I didn't think I was gonna get it, but I passed the background check. Cause watch this, man. A lot of us is believing what they say. You can't get a job when you come out the pen, but when you fill out the application, man, they ask you on the application, have you ever been convicted of a crime within 7, 10 years? Some say 7, some say 10. I have it. Got me a good job. I don't hang out no more. My homies, Redbird, Bone, them dudes, these brothers that's on the streets doing their thing, got businesses and all that. They gave me enough advice to keep me focused. They told me what the fuck with and what not to fuck with, who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. And I took heed to the enlightenment that they gave me. And that's what we need to do. See, I'm not one of these OGs, man, that get on here and blame nothing on youngsters, man. Yeah. 47 years old. I wish I could be 47 all over again, baby. But just living your life, man. You understand what I'm saying? Let me share this with you. I don't never want y'all to get this twisted when I say this. And understand, I want you to grab what I'm saying and marinate on it. A young dog can't teach no old dog no new tricks. But an old dog can teach a young dog a whole lot of old tricks. You understand what I'm saying? That y'all ain't never experienced in life. So take heed to what a real OG be telling you, man, because ain't nobody here trying to miss. I ain't trying to be nothing to enlighten you. I done already ran into that wall, man. We can't knock that wall down, man. You understand what I'm saying? What you think about Adam 22? Thomas Bradley asking me that. You coming at me with a whole lot of questions, brother, and that Cash App on there, man. I already told you. When people throw them questions out there, they got to hit that Cash App. I ain't trying to be rude. That's just how OG Bam get in, right? I'm not an Adam 22 fan. It's a Compton Crip on there. Now watch this. If AD can get me invited on there to have an interview, hey, I'm gonna take heed to what my little homie say that's in the chat room. He said, man, don't do that. And I wouldn't. Because watch this, man. I'm not finna try to glorify somebody's channel that's full of BS. Because I'm with the real. Sometimes I see things on I didn't like what I seen when they had American Cholo on there. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't no problem, man. It ain't no problem, Thomas Bradley. That's just how I get in. But I got your questions, though. I ain't gonna never deny no answer to a question on here, brother. Trust and believe that. When American Cholo disrespected us and called us a gang of N-words and called us coons, he went on Adam 22 and dudes didn't confront him on what he was saying. When I say confront him, I ain't talking about physically or nothing. They supposed to demanded that dude to apologize to the black community on YouTube after disrespecting us. He displayed his racism. He displayed his hatred towards my race. I'm a gatekeeper for cryptism and Damuism and blackness. I'm going to stand up for my people. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. I believe in being black. I'm a strong black man. I believe in cryptism. I'm just a non-active crip. You understand? I promote fronthood in a positive way. I'm all about trying to give back to the community and be a positive influence in my community today. I'm not with the drama, but I don't run from the drama. I'm not going to present no drama at nobody. My show is not meant to degrade or belittle anyone. But I call a person on their BS, though. You understand what I'm saying? Adam 22 is wood, is a white boy, whatever he call himself. It's a white boy that's exploding brothers. So he puts certain brothers on the show to help explode brothers. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of podcasts. Dude, lad, bad, whatever you call his name is. You go on this show, you might go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? AD Morgan, he did Adam Punker. Did he? But watch this, man. Some of my homies know AD. I love to sit down and talk with AD. I love to have AD on my show. You understand what I'm saying? But we ain't finna, I wouldn't disrespect him. He's CC Rodder. I'm gonna give him his props based on that. I'm gonna give any man his props based on being a man. But if you feel that trickery, the shenanigans, the theatrics, well, I'm gonna come at you like you want to be came at. But you ain't gonna come at me with that foolishness, man. You ain't gonna never see me interview a rat or a dude that's being implicated as a rat. I'm not gonna go on nobody's platform and do an interview with somebody else on there that's supposed to be implicated in telling, because I ain't in the telling. I ain't in the PCing up in prison. I look at dudes that PC up just like I look at dudes that's telling. You both ran from something. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, I'm a firm believer in this. How brothers come to the penitentiary, they're on the streets picking up that pistol, shooting at each other. But when they get to the pen, all they want to do, I take a fade. No, we don't take fades in the penitentiary. Pick that knife up. You pick that pistol up on the streets. You understand what I'm saying? You want to come to jail because you don't get along with this certain Crip set. You want to get down with this Crip set. If you don't get along with this blood set, you want to get down with this blood set. But it's a whole lot of Hispanics in there who says y'all don't get along with. Now, you just can't go at them because it can cause a racial riot. But that's the type of racial shit I'm with. If you make it happen, make it happen. We'll deal with the aftermath later on. You understand? But understand that. You understand what I'm saying? Blacks divided in prison, man, that is pathetic. It's hurtful. You feel me? Get that cues, go to work. I don't understand what you're saying, homie. You got to say it better than that. I don't understand that word. Is it a word, right? But listen to me, man. I never respect some of the things that brothers come to pen for. Not brothers, a whole lot of other dudes, black, whites, and Hispanics. How you come to the pen, you're out here chasing your money, you're chasing the bag, you're getting money. You already know it's a long, strong possibility that you might get busted, then you want to turn snitch. Or you come to prison and you want to tuck your tail and run to the A-yard. Especially dudes that go to jail for domestic violence. You go in there, you beat your woman up, but you come to the prison and you PC up. You got enough heart to beat your woman butt, but you ain't got enough heart to stay down on the main line. You run, you chuck your tail and try to get over there for you can go home. Thinking ain't nothing popping. Them PCRs go up now. You feel me? They got that thing called 2.5 on them SY yards, and 2.5s is pressing. You know, they ain't nothing but a whole lot of dropouts that then came together trying to press everything they say they didn't like on the main line, they on the SY yard doing. You understand what I'm saying? Now watch this. This is something else y'all need to know too, man. I don't put nobody on the SY yard that ain't put themselves over there. And I'm talking about Goob. Goob and me had a little misunderstanding on here. You understand what I'm saying? He said he was on that yard. I never knew what yard he was on. OG Bam, expert in cryptology. Thank you, Snoopy Mac. I'll take that one. But listen to me. We got to start understanding. If you playing tough on the streets, don't come to prison and get soft. If you was playing tough on the streets, getting your money, don't tell on your homeboys because you can't suffer, can't take this time. Hey, man, check this out, man. Do the crime, do the time, man. You made your bed, lay in it. You understand what I'm saying? Listen to me. I know how I feel when the judge say you got a life sentence. I know how I feel when you go back down to court and get a life sentence took up off it. You understand what I'm saying? But I wasn't mad at the world at the beginning. I was until I started learning who the fuck I was. Excuse my language. So I started digging into myself, started knowing who I was and what I was. Didn't nobody create my problems? I created my problems. See, I wake up with a choice and a chance. I was taking them chances when I was out in these streets, man. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. Didn't nobody ever put no gun in my head and say, man, you got to be a Crip. I volunteered to be a Crip. Didn't nobody put no gun in my head and say, sell some dope. I volunteered to want to sell some dope. Nobody put no gun in my head and say, go rob somebody. I volunteered to go rob somebody. Didn't nobody put a gun in my head and say, go kill this dude. I volunteered to do that. That was my business. So why I'm be mad? The world don't owe me nothing, man. But after all said and done, I might owe the world some change or two. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't, watch this, man. I don't respect brothers that go weak in the game, man. I don't respect brothers that go weak in the game, man. Listen to me. I don't get in nobody else politics. I can't get in Hispanics politics because I'm not Hispanic. I can't get in Jama politics because I'm not Jama. I'm in the Crip politics. I dealt with Crip and independent. You step with Crip, I step to you. I represented Crip when I was in the penitentiary. You understand what I'm saying? But I turned my life around, man. I just woke up one day in prison and said, man, I'm tired of being in prison. It's time to go home. But if a ride would have happened in the process of me saying that, don't think I'd have locked it up or stayed in my cell. I was a dude that's like, man, I got to be a part of the problems, man, the drama. And I was with the drama. Everyone make their own decisions. Say it again, Roger Choice. You understand what I'm saying? Some of us make the wrong decisions, though. Yeah, because we got a choice in the decisions we can make. But listen to me, man. I'm proud of myself that I got an immaculate record when it came to this gang stuff, man. That I never told on nobody. I never had to lock it up when I went to the pen. Now, I done been in buildings, been in units where I might be the only Crip walk up in there. I'll be outnumbered on all sides. And where you from, man? I'm from Compton Crip. And they respected that. Didn't even have to go for a fade back then. A person gonna respect the person that stay down, man. Killers respect killers. Soldiers respect soldiers. Baby, what it do? How you living? You understand what I'm saying? And that's what people need to start. Watch this, man. I don't know how to be a Charleston wife. I don't know how to be a dude like that. I was listening to this clown on TikTok this morning, man, eating breakfast. I was just looking at TikTok on the TV eating breakfast. And me and my girl both was laughing at this idiot. You understand what I'm saying? How this dude is talking about everybody else telling, and he was describing his own on TikTok. But how some kids went to try, how some dudes went to try to get a boy for a starter jacket, how somebody shot somebody. But he the one did the telling, hid the gun and took the police to the gun where he hid it at. All the time, that was in the back of his head. He was gonna do some telling because he ain't had a heart. That's why he had to hand the gun to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care. I really don't care about him. And that's the real way, man. Watch this, man. Charleston White became a Crip in jail for protection only. He go to jail and became a Crip for protection. Now you hear him? He called people rats. His sidekick, watch this, man. His sidekick calls everybody else rats, yet he's associating with a dude that tells the world he's a rat. So what the fuck does do there? Birds of a feather flock together, man. I'm not running with a rat. I'm not being in a car with a rat. I don't care what the rat got to offer me. Got to make it out of prison alive in one piece. I commend you. Thank you, Piers. Watch this, man. It's very easy to survive in prison. All you gotta do is mind your own business. Don't get in nobody else's business. Race riots gonna happen. That's mandatory in prison. It's gonna happen. It's all about staying down, though. You understand what I'm saying? Because watch this, man. Head up, can't too many people fade against a brother, man. I'm gonna keep that 100. I ain't trying to be disrespectful at nobody. That's why they send 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Because they know from the shoulders they can't get us. You understand what I'm saying? Now the woods, watch this, man. You got to be a level 1 or a level 2 to see a whole lot of woods in prison. It ain't a whole lot of woods on level 4 yards, man. You can count them on your hands and your toes, man. They ain't deep like that. Then when they get into a scrimmage with people, the system put all them in one building to protect them, so they can be able to protect one another. They don't do brothers like that. You can go in the building on level 4 yard, go in one section. It might be 100 Hispanics in that section, 50 Hispanics, 6 brothers. Odds already against us. Out that 6, 4 gonna be down, 2 might not. But it's a gift when 5 be down and 1 not. And 9 out of 10, that's how it's gonna be, man. But we gonna stay down for our grits. You understand what I'm saying? And this is something else y'all need to know about prison. I despise rats. Why this? Let me see something, y'all. Somebody just said something. I want to see something. So don't get mad. All right. My boy out the coma, y'all. My boy out the coma. Out the coma. Now they got him in jail with a case. Imagine that. Imagine that, man. Now you want to have him cuffed to a bed. Imagine that. But check this out. What you need to understand is this. Brothers go to the pen. Whether you're a Crip, whether you're Blood, whether you Cooney, whether you're if you black, when that racial riot happened, they coming at you. They coming at everything black. Now, I've been caught up in situations. I came down on my appeal to the county jail. I'm in the Crip more to go to county court, come back to the county jail. Praise the Most High. Brother came through. I just seen the text, man. Listen to me. I just seen the text, Blake. Listen to me. I'm cuffed up in a holding tank in the LA County Jail. Mexicans is out there cuffed. Got their little knives, their little razor blades and toothbrushes melted. And they told dudes that wasn't no Crip to get out the tank. There was some moves in there that allowed them dudes to get at us while we were still cuffed up. I mean, you'd have thought I was Bruce Lee where I was trying to use my feet, my legs and shit. I was kicking, trying to headbutt a person. And I got sliced. Right? You barely can see it, but I got sliced, man. Right? That didn't take that didn't take the respect that I had from solid moves, because I knew some moves that if they'd have been in there, it wouldn't have happened. I didn't heard moves shouting over the tears in the county jail. Man, they're my enemies, man. I ain't supporting them. You understand what I'm saying? I never, even if I wasn't no Crip, I never allow another race to do something to another brother, man. That just ain't in me. You feel me? Bring that stop snitching beanie back. I hear you talking, Patrick. They need to do something, man. Hey, because watch this, man. Snitching is at all-time high. And you know why? Because you got homies that still fuck with rats. They don't care because the rat might have a big sack. So the sack dude is talking for him. They don't care about his history, what he even went through and what he even did wrong. You understand what I'm saying? No, man. Rats can't redeem themselves. They can't rectify snitching. I believe a dude that PC up in the pen can't rectify that. You ain't had no reason to run over there. I can't see why a Crip want to PC up. But the certain Crips, when they got life in prison, the board will tell them, if you don't gang bang no more, show prove us to us you don't gang bang. Go over there. Now I can't talk about a person like that. Only thing I can tell you is if they'd have told me to do that, I wouldn't have did it. That's just me. I'm gonna stand on my integrity and my morals and my principles, man. Because in prison, the only thing you got is your honor, your dignity, and your pride. You lose one, you ain't nothing. I'm gonna stand up on what I believe in, man. My mama ain't had no punks, my daddy ain't raised none. I ran with the best of the best. You understand what I'm saying? From the east came the best, from the west came the rest, baby. Trust and believe that. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back from snitching and PCing. Say it again, pimp dog. A lot of MFs in LA County was not trying to have that PBS in their dorm and sell because the Mexicans and rise. I embraced that moves to come in 3600. Say it again, baby. You understand what I'm saying? And this what people need to understand, man. We got to always stand our ground on what we fronted is one of the oldest Crip sets, period. You all got a lot of history for sure. Oh, without a doubt, man. I'm the second generation front of my OG front brother. I'm a baby Crip from my hood, man. I was there when Greg Cross and Pitt and Mag started that. And I became a part of that. Bodine and Alvin Watts put me on. You understand what I'm saying? I ran through the line at Willowbrook Junior High, man, and I ain't looked back. I represent this F to death, man. I can't see my baby brother represented it to the fullest. My little brother T Tuck, my little homie Greg Bird, my nephew. You understand what I'm saying? We're one of the oldest sets in Compton. And we gonna be existing even when we ain't here. F the F gonna be here. It's like Broadway, five who's oldest set, five trades. It's a whole, watch this, man. Gangs is here to stay. They gonna outlive us. But if you be in these streets long enough, these streets gonna change you or they gonna break you. So it's your choice on what you want these streets to do to you. Do you want it to throw some positive change in your life, or do you want it to break you? It can break you in all forms, shapes, and fashions. You can either be a rat, you can be a junkie, or you can hurt yourself. These streets, watch this, man. You stay in these streets long enough, you're gonna get steady in these streets, man. These streets ain't meant to be played with. Can't nobody beat that concrete up. That concrete can beat you up, man. Trust and believe that. I got 52 people in the chat and 49 likes. Let's step it up today, y'all. We almost at an hour. Y'all throw some more questions at me, man. Support the channel, man. I understood the true meaning of this cripping, but when I hit that pin, I understood brotherhood amongst us. Amongst us is important. Say it again, baby. And brotherhood don't take from cripping. That elevates your cripping. That make dudes look at cripping a whole totally different light when they say, damn, man, these Crips was with it. You got any more pictures of Lascelles besides the one with him wearing the brim and the shades? That ain't Greg Cross, but that's Mac Watts. His son do my taxes, man, so I'm going to get that little Lottie myself and see if I can get some pictures of my big homie. I talked to his son on the record. That's my little homie. You understand what I'm saying? Lascelles was a beast, man. That's the big homie, man. When I was at Centennial, Lascelles came up to Centennial High. That was Lascelles High. People were scared of Lascelles, man. Morgan Moore, that's the second time you done came in with us. So I believe you're a troll, brother. I believe you're a troll. This is the second time this man that came and said, Goob said he gonna get me. Well, I ain't doing no running. I don't do no hiding. Bam, you got to give us some of your old playlists. I'm gonna do that too, baby. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see how to do it, put it out there for them. You understand what I'm saying? But check this out, man. You said a mouthful, E, when you said that. When you go to pen and you cripping and you see the unity amongst brotherhoods, that don't take away from cripping. That elevates your cripping. Because them dudes is looking at Crips is like, they feel if they got us, ain't nothing gonna happen. Crips was the vanguards of saving shit up in there. We just didn't know how to save it. You understand what I'm saying? Because we start beefing amongst each other up in there. We start set tripping amongst each other. So I ain't never been a set trip. I've been a Crip tripper. I might get into it with an individual Crip, but I don't take nothing from that individual hood because I know everybody from every Crip hood almost, man. I know, watch this, man. I'm OGs that say I know every generation in my hood. And they don't, if I don't know them, they know of me. I'm somebody in the F, man. You know, I built a good reputation for myself in my hood, man. I love my little homies. Did I know Scott Dog from Marvin? Come on, man. Who didn't know Scott Dog, man? Come on now, baby. A lot of Marvins chase money, man. So when you trying to chase money, you gonna fuck with somebody that chase money. Scott Dog was my boy, Scott Dog was my boy. Scott Dog chased that bag too. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, I was cool with some Playboy gangsters. I was cool with some schoolyards. Crazy Mike. He was in Tracy with me. Big Speed from Showline. That's right, man. Pup resting in peace. You know, I ran with a few of them. We was on the 3-yard at Centinela with him. That's right, baby E. You understand what I'm saying? Like, was Michael Stone scared of the bully? No, man, watch this. I wasn't scared of the bully. I respected the bully. I already knew the squabble of the bully. Michael Stone and me was the bully little homies. But Michael Stone had a squabble too. That was Bigfoot. I don't watch this, man. I don't take nothing from my big homie because he resting in peace or keeps busting on him in the pen. Michael Stone was still my big homie. You understand what I'm saying? Michael Stone had that one shot knockout, man. That one punch knockout. When he found you might listen to me, man. He had a squabble. He had a squabble. But he wasn't scared of the bully. We respected the bully, man. Listen to me, man. We call him the bully. It wasn't because we might think he was a bully. Larry James was the dude that bullied the bully. But I had another homie from the pocket that had a squabble just like Larry James, David Lee Scott, man, my big homie. David Lee Scott had a major squabble. Him and Lassell got trained by the same man that taught them how to box. You understand what I'm saying? David Lee Scott David Lee Scott was a beast from the shoulders as well as with that steel. You understand what I'm saying? But that's my big homie. When he was doing his life sentence, me and him was in the pen together. And he said this to me one day. He said, look at my little homie running the yard. He run the crib all the yard. I said, yeah, David Lee. David Lee, my big homie, man. David Lee keep me focused today. He made his freedom, got his freedom, obtained his freedom. Listen to me, man. The bully wasn't a bully. He bullied the bully. The bully is known from having hands, man. I seen older homies who been down from Northside Long Beach had CC Rider chatting on it. Watch this. Northside, the Boulevards used to claim CC Riders, man. I don't know what happened made them start saying Long Beach, but a lot of Boulevards claim Compton. You understand what I'm saying? Because once you cross Greenleaf, you're in Long Beach off Long Beach Boulevard. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of them claim Compton. A lot of them do got that on. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't take that from them. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's Pretty Kenny older than you or your generation. Pretty Kenny is older than me. Too Pretty Kenny is older than me. Yeah, Too Pretty. You said Michael Stone would hit a dude and knock him out, then piss. What? Oh, I ain't never seen Michael Stone piss on nobody, but I done seen him knock out a few dudes, right? That's something I wouldn't even want to see that. A dude knock somebody out and pee on. I didn't heard of people doing that, but I'm not into perverted type of stuff, right? Generally speaking, is you worthy of a squabble? I'm not asking the question. It for real. Don't charge me, OG. Hell, come on, Piers, check this out. Generally speaking, is you worthy of the squabble? Hey, watch this. I got a squabble. What about Dougie Hood, Bam? Any history on them? My homie Junebug had a cousin from Dougie Hood, was a beast, looked just like Junebug, soldier. Joker from Dougie. I had a cousin, man, used to live on Fraley, so I used to go over there when Dougie Hood first come out. I was kind of sprung on a little broad over there, right? She never liked that 637, so she didn't want to get in the passenger seat. I guess she knew what was going to happen, right? Dougie Hoods, they got some riders over there, Ace Rat, C-Dog, Joker. My homie Junebug cousin, rest in peace from Dougie, he was with the business. You understand what I'm saying? He was with the business. Him and Junebug look more like brothers than cousins, right? But he was with the business. I forgot cuz name, cuz was with the business. You understand what I'm saying? No, the dude who got knocked out. Bam. Bam remind me of my dad's homie that used to pop every time mom said I was back talking after pops died. Thank you, brother. You feel me? I tend to tell my homies about their fathers that ain't living. My little homies love to hear me talk about their daddies that, that died when they was young. A lot of my little homies, kids claim my hood. Too Pretty Kenny seems like he got some pimping in him. Well, True Pretty Kenny is a player, man. He got girls. He got that pretty old CTS. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. I had a dude tap in my show. Said I was honoring the wreck. Said True Pretty Kenny say he a snitch. Said he said they don't care Max. So I ain't seen that video. Don't want to see it. But confront True Pretty Kenny on that. Because in the streets, we don't hear that. It ain't no word out that he's a rat. You understand what I'm saying? So confront him on that. True Pretty Kenny been knowing me since I was 13 years old, 13, 14, because one of my childhood best friends lived on the street that I ran with. Who was the oldest CC rider living? Woo, man, check this out. I can't even call that one right. Shit, I ain't finna call Marcellus no old man. I ain't finna call Sumo no old man. I ain't gonna call old man no old man. My cousin Big Ali, Mike T. Neal. But it's a whole lot of old CC riders still living. And they, watch this, and they all get along. Them the big homies, man. I toast to Marcellus. I toast to Big Ant, Sumo, old man from Lantana, Gregory Cross, Mac Wash. I toast to them, Pet Bull and them. All them is in the same generation. Them the first generation of Crips in Compton. I'm the second generation of Crip in Compton. I'm OG baby Crip out of Compton. So the oldest one that's living, I couldn't tell you on that one. TPK is a solid dude. I got homies who speak highly of him. Said he had a lot of females in the day, and he did. Thomas Bradley, check this out, brother. I refuse to answer that question because I don't want to create no drama with this dude. I ain't got nothing against that brother. I hope he ain't got nothing against me. We had our differences on YouTube because he put my name out there on some bullshit that he created for himself. But he a Crip, though. I'm gonna give you that. He a Crip. He say he ain't, but no, he ain't no Crip no more. He say he denounced gangbang. So no, he ain't with that. But I ain't got no answer on that one, man. Yes, sir, OG Bam. Thank you. Listen to me, peers, man. I respect all my big homies, man. I respect every kind of Crip that came before me. Blade Rogers is called S and Y. Oh, watch this, man. My bag, OG Bam. Leave it alone. Thank you, Thomas Bradley. Get an answer on that question. Thank you, number one. I'm trying to give you the best I can, man. I got 53 people in the chat room and 53 likes. We're at an hour and 7 minutes, man. I'm loving it live. Keep the questions coming, man. Support the channel, man. Y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. Y'all support your boy, OG Bam. There was a guy named Big Jack from the Grandies. Not the same Big Jack who ran with Tiffany. Did you know who? Yes, watch this. That Big Jack you talking about used to have a red 62 Chevy. If I ain't mistaken, he had a son by a girl named Liz. That Big Jack and my cousin, Lil Ali, ran together. They was partners. Bam never direct negative shit towards nobody unless it's disrespect. Say it again, baby. That's the only way I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I seen a little debate the other day. He spun on his own web and he got stuck in it. That's what they do, man. You understand what I'm saying? Pimped off. I'm not one to try to create a whole lot of controversy, man. If you put my name out there, I learned this from Kill Mac. Alicia, how you doing? Salute to you too. Somebody put my name, I said my real name on YouTube. I called Kill Mac and said, if a person say your name, I got the right to confront it. If you present me in some drama and you use my name, say my name, I'm gonna confront that. But other than that, I'm not with the negativity, man. If you come at me with it, I ain't gonna say pull up on me. I ain't gonna pull up on you. LA, hey, watch this. I ain't hard to find LA. It's not big. It's big. Somebody ain't never lived here. LA is small. You understand what I'm saying? I'm always be about my business and stay down for my crown. If you want it, I got it to get to you. If you don't want it, I'm gonna keep it to myself. You understand what I'm saying? How's your holiday, Alicia? Yeah. Did the guards help the whites and the Mexicans against y'all? Ooh, Beamer low. Yes, they did. That's why people believe they win everything. That's how they had the ups on us sometimes, because the CEOs and the system help us. Damn, OG, you know everyone. I asked you about guys that I asked other competitions, and they didn't even know them. But that's they. Hey, everybody don't know everybody, man. I was just a crib dude that got out there, man. Watch this, man. When I came off the porch, I came off the porch. That mean I came outside of the neighborhood, man. My cribbing just didn't stand in front hood, man. I took my cribbing in other hoods and I had to get out there, man. I was active with it. I was active with it. I wasn't scared to get on that RTD, what y'all call the Metro today. I wasn't scared to get on that 10 speed and ride in another hood, having my blue rag in my pocket. I wasn't scared to have a girlfriend in West Side probably, and they knew I was a crip. I'm going to get there. King Mike, you up in here? Who made up the disrespectful term for the C's or B's? Don't make sense. No disrespect. I couldn't even answer that, Peter Arnold. To give you an answer on that would be lying to you. I don't know where it came from. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a crip that still put K behind the C, man. I spell my words correct. What's your thoughts on Mob James? You want to answer on that? You got the cash at me on that one, brother. You want to respond on the Mob James? That's a cash app request, right? I'm gonna keep that 100. It's going good. Thank you. Happy holidays. You have a blessed one, OG Bam. Thank you, Alicia, and you too. Hope the kids got everything they wanted and plus some more. Yeah, as well as you. But yeah, Ramon Genesis, Jameson, if you want to respond to that, you got to send a cash app, man. $ OG Bam, man, 131. And I'm gonna respond to that. Other than that, I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself. You understand what I'm saying? So don't get mad at that, man. I hope y'all don't get mad at my get in, but don't get mad at that. If you want to respond to that, cash app, and I'm gonna give you a response to that. Bottom line, man, we got to always understand something. I don't shy away from my opinion, but some opinions is meant to keep to yourself. But if a person wants my opinion to be shared, that's the cost of it being shared. When it comes to that, you understand what I'm saying? So if you want to respond to that, do what you do, man. Let me get that Yankee hat. So, hey, King Mike, so is that the hat I should go buy and put it in the raffle? Because I'm gonna raffle off a hat. I'm gonna start a raffle for a fitted hat. Is that the hat I should put in there? Man, where was you getting them Taylor suits from when you was a youngster? Arthur Williams, Sandy's on 103rd in Watts at the Metro thing. You spit Taylor right there, and I go downtown to a place called the Factory. It was a dude in Fruitown named Taylor Mike who sold Taylors out of his garage. Also had my homeboys, the Thomas brothers out of Mona Park. Their mother used to sew Taylors. She did a couple suits for me. You understand what I'm saying? But I just do a raffle for me. I got you, baby. I hope you be up there to get it. Because the first hat can either be a Yankee hat or an Elf hat or LA fitted hat, LA Dodgers. But I'm definitely gonna have it. Hopefully, I might get two and put them out there. If I get two, it's gonna be $5 the end of the raffle. One $3 the end of the raffle. Was the South Side been rocking the bald heads in the pin, or is that something new? That became something new. And when you see them with bald heads, that was really telling us it was some tension that might get on. A lot of us felt when we seen them with their bald heads, it was going on because they couldn't come to cut their hair in there. How you meet your wife, OG? Give us the game on what you did. That's my fiance. My wife was a nurse in Salinas Valley, man. And I cracked her. It just, what my boy Bun say, I work out that Action Pack Mac kit. She used to tell me why I don't smile a lot. I was a porter in my building. She used to walk through. Why you don't never smile? For what? I got at her real aggressive. Every day she spoke to me. I had a phone. I slid her my phone number. One of my homies, you never told me, man, she gonna tell on you, man. That night she called. Hey, man, it's been on ever since. God bless me with a queen, man. I love my woman, dirty draws, man. I love everything about my woman, y'all. I appreciate my woman. She had to walk over. If it was mud, she had to walk over and lay down so she could walk over me for her feet wouldn't get wet. Have you ever been seriously injured banging? No, no. I ain't never been shot, stabbed. None of that. Scratches in the pen, razor blades. Cash App come see. You already know my get in. I know that Killer Cali. You ain't got to say it, baby. I already know that. How your leg doing, though, Killer Cali? I seen you say the X-rays is cool. Listen to me, man. I was just lucky. I done been packed out a few times. Now, don't get me wrong. I done had a couple of black eyes, but I never been shot or stabbed. Did you know Dynasty Dave from Atlantic Drive? Nah, I don't know Dynasty Dave, but I knew Jody. Check your cash app. I hear you, Jimison. I got you. Thank you, brother. Or whatever you send me, right? But listen to me, y'all. Bam. You knew PJ Steve, that was a solid homie, came in the county, blessed the whole road with 4 sticks. I heard of that. Number one, I see you putting it out there. Change troubles for me. And you dudes like Charleston White say, all them Crip dudes don't own business. You don't see no Crips and Bloods own business. There's a whole lot of Crips and Bloods that have successful businesses. And because they ain't got Crip on the title of their business. Now that F-Fat, I got you. I got you. I got you. Listen to me. There's a lot of successful Crips and Bloods. Some is lawyers, some is doctors. I know some. Ain't got to say their name, but they ain't got to advertise their past because they don't want to be judged on their past. Don't never believe. Every hood got at least 3 or 4 millionaires, man. Crips and Bloods got 3 or 4 millionaires. And then out of them 3 and 4 millionaires, 2 of them successful with businesses and hiring homies. Now you got some with business that don't want to hire homies, rather hire somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? But it is some successful Crips and Bloods. You ain't gonna see me on here talking about Suge Knight. I don't know Suge Knight, didn't want to know Suge Knight. When I was banging, wasn't no Suge Knight in Compton. That name did not register. I'm not a dude that when you give me $1 million, suddenly you're gonna hear about Bam if you ain't never heard about Bam. You give me $1 million today, Cripism, the black community is gonna reap benefits of the $1 million. They're gonna get at least 100,000 of that meal ticket because I'm gonna give back. And not in a destructive way. I'm giving back to rebuild. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, man, it's not what they want people to believe when they get on here. The oldest Damu, they say, is Alatola Moore. That's my big homie. If you look at a video with Alatola Moore on Kev Mack, when he got to Tracy, wasn't no Damus on the line. I told him, y'all ain't gonna do nothing to Alatola Moore. He said that. I stand up for what I believe in, man. I don't, regardless of the outcome, man. I believe in dying for what I represent, man. I believe in dying for my beliefs, man. You understand what I'm saying? You was brought on earth for a purpose, man, and you got to learn your purpose, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't get your purpose, this is my boy that just texted me saying my boy out to come. They ain't calling me, right? And I'm gonna have to take that call because I know they're gonna motherfucker roll up to that hospital again. But listen to me, man. We got to start representing each other and start giving back to our community. Charleston White's so full of it. It comes out of his mouth every time you open. Say it again, man. And people subscribe to his BS. That's what I don't. That's what I don't get, man. Then you get his sidekick like a puppet. He be like this on the string. He co-sign everything this dude say to everybody. That's why I love Loco. Loco keep his feet on their neck. Loco love keeping his feet on their neck. Shouts out to the winner circle. Loco visit. You understand what I'm saying? God is good, OG Bam. Happy homie. Say it again, man. God, watch this, man. I thank God every morning I wake up, man. That's my big homie, man. That's my real big homie. I got a whole lot of big homies, but that's my number one big homie. I talk to God when I don't nobody else, man. He might not come when I need him, but he there when I least suspect it, he there. Because I know why I've been living. I know why I ain't been shot or stabbed. It ain't because I'm down. It's just God put the arm on me, man. My cousin is top dog who brought out Kendrick Lamar millionaire out of Watts. He had died movie just not on front seat. Exactly, baby. You feel what I'm saying? And shouts out to you, OG. Trap Star Entertainment, man. You know, I got love for my boy Loco, man. I got people don't like me because I associate myself with Loco, but can't nobody tell me who to associate myself with. Loco is a stand-up Crip with me. He's a rolling 60 Crip. I got love for rolling 60s. You understand what I'm saying? Loco fall up under the makeup of the rolling 60s. That's my little homeboy. I got love for him. Do you feel like Damus and Crips can run on one program in the county jail and leave the beef in the streets? Let me answer that the best way I know how. I got you, man. I'm finna do it in a minute. Let me get this. Nah, we can coexist with each other because I was in the pen and it was beefing on the streets. We can coexist with each other because the number one goal is the white boys and the Hispanics. Now back to that question. Don't forget the Mob James question. LOL, I like it. FG put Mob James out there. They produced paperwork on Mob James, man. Mob James haven't probably presented himself on it. He's throwing more rhetoric at it, putting more irons, more fuel on the fire than trying to put the water on the fire. I was more mad because people had something to say because my homie interviewed Melly Mill. But watch this. Before the snitch jacket came out on Mob James, everybody was trying to fuck with Mob James. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, man. The only reason I had something to say about it is because the brother FG, when he was talking to the Street Wise, the dude Alonzo, he said he was wondering what the Broadies got to say, the OG Bam got to say. Hey, my opinion is this: that ain't my business. He told on you. Handle your business. I'm not a mercenary for nobody. See, I came up in that era, man. When you put a snitch jacket on somebody, it's on you to handle that, not on us. And if you don't handle it, we're supposed to handle you. Yeah, so I don't get an out that kid. If they say you're a rat, paperwork been presented. Hey, check this out. You can't dispute black and white, man. When it's on that paper, you can't dispute it. It is what it is. You ain't never got to worry about me being on the show with him. You ain't never to worry about him coming on my show. Mob James was on a snitch tour, getting paid. Woo! Hey, is that right, brother? Let me ask you this, LA boy. Can you prove that when you're saying that now? So you need to watch this, man. Let's not insinuate something or throw accusations at somebody if we can't prove it. See, that's what we got to do. Tell them again, Lisa. Let's run them lights up, man. That's what we got to do. But listen to me, man. That's my opinion on Mob James. You understand what I'm saying? I got a very low opinion of rats, man. Fuck with a game, with a rat. We might have didn't know they was rats, and we found out. We got to learn how to step back. Ain't nothing wrong with being loyal to a person. Ain't nothing wrong with loving a person, having respect for a person. So I'm so loyal to my homies. If one of them ended up being a rat, my Lord, he said, man, I got to step back, but I ain't gonna do nothing to you. You already know what you did. You know what comes about when people say you're a rat. Look it up on YouTube. They presented the case, Bam. I seen that. You feel me? Did you know Keith D from the South when he was in Tracy? Keith D was in Tracy? When Keith D was in Tracy, man? When Keith D was in Tracy. I knew he went to the feds, but I ain't never heard Keith D say he was in Tracy, not in 1980. You understand what I'm saying? But no, I ain't no Keith D, not in the penitentiary. Listen, hey, listen to me, man. And I ain't taking nothing from the South. So I remember when it was the Us Boys over there before it became the South. 1980, Keith D said he was in Tracy. No, I ain't run across Keith D in the penitentiary, man. And I had a 60 number. I ain't run across Keith D in Tracy. So what he was up to, was he crippin'? You understand what I'm saying? Hey, that's what we got to work with. I don't respect nobody that point fingers at somebody that's dead saying they did something. That's snitching too. When you're telling on the dead, they just not here to represent themselves. I don't get caught up in that. You feel what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to Keith D. I'm not a fan of Keith D. I subscribe to Southside. I'm a fan of the South, but I'm not a fan of Keith D's. People better learn this YouTube will make you great or give you a day with a cell of hell. Say it again, man, and I ain't watch this. I'm trying to let it make me great. I ain't trying to get a day with a cell or hell, man. I'm already on hell on earth. I'm turning my hell into heaven out here, man. You never let us know. Damn, bro. I just let you know. You never let us. Damn, bro. Listen to me, man. Paperwork has been presented on Mob James. He's a rat. Bam don't associate with rats. When I was gang banging, but Mob James was a kid. I didn't hear about Mob James, so I started hearing about Death Row. And I ain't taking nothing away from his gang activities. But when I was active gang member, the names on the east side of Compton when it came to Pop Rules was Marcus Nunn, Havron, rest in peace, Lips, Stutterbox, Stanley Pitch. You understand what I'm saying? Them was some of the hitters over there, man. Bob James wasn't fitting in that category. Them his big homies, I'm naming. You feel what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to shy away from it. I can give you the best answer I can give you. You understand what I'm saying? I can give you the best answer I can give you. Let's keep it real. Wife was a police, 4 dudes get caught up to tell. Whether they point the finger in court or not, they tell. Say it again, well, dude, that's what they do. That's what they do. Watch this. Gangster said this a long time ago on one of his podcasts. You don't always got to see the paperwork on the person that's when they telling. We already know who be telling. We ain't got to always see the paperwork. Paperwork is to satisfy the crowd. It's not to satisfy the elite. We already know. He gave an interview on Bad, said he was in Tracy. I probably got the year wrong. He said at that time there was no bloods allowed. Tracy would get thrown off the tier head first. Watch this, man. But that wasn't in the 80s, man. And Mob James got there because there wasn't no bloods there. He wasn't able to being a participant in the bloods getting took off the line because I was there. Being a Keefy D. He came through there later on in the game when it was safe to be there. But he wasn't there with Bam. And it wasn't 1980. Believe that. I ain't taking nothing from him, but it wasn't 1980. Listen to me, man. That dude wasn't nobody not in the state penitentiary. I don't know what he was in the feds. You understand what I'm saying? But every Compton Crip name ring in the state pen I know about. That's one name that I ain't being told about. Set me up over the phone. Sheriff ran in my spot. Next day, sheriff rolled my area. It's not a puzzle. Say it again, man. Let's watch this. Everybody I know in the game got 4 or 5 phones. They say them phones will get you caught up. If Raymond Washington Tookie represent any particular set created the Crips, did they represent the neighborhood? No, they didn't. Raymond was an East Side Crip, and Tookie was a West Side Crip. 8 Trades claimed Tookie, East Coasters claimed Raymond, but Raymond was not from East Coast. He was from the East Side. He started East Side Crips. That's where Crips came from. You feel me? Raymond, watch this, man. That's the only OG. Let me really say this. I'm an OG because that's a title earned and not given. I earned that title. Crip. He's the only OG Crip. He's the original. He's the original. If it wasn't for Raymond, it wouldn't be no Crips. He's the original. Raymond could claim any hood. He started it. From First Street to Back Street. From the east to the west. That's the $20 question. Is that a $20 question, Pierce? Well, somebody need to send it to me because I just gave the answer. Raymond's the only OG Crip. He started Crip. He created Crip. All the rest of us, man, come after Raymond. We got that OG title because we earned it. Raymond didn't have to earn it. He started it. Raymond could have been from Compton because when he came to Compton, the blue carpet got rolled out like he was from that neighborhood. Wherever hood he went to, the blue carpet got rolled out. He started Crip. He's the founder of this. You understand what I'm saying? So there it is, man. Come with another one, man. We've been up here an hour and 29 minutes, man. I got 52 people in the chat and 61 likes. That's kind of good, but let's get them likes up, man. Let's run them likes up, man. Support the channel. Come on, y'all. Don't be playing with it. Don't be playing with it. Don't play with it. Who got some more questions, man? Piers, all he banged was Crip, man, and read between the lines, brother. Say it again, man. That's what he banged. He didn't claim no one particular set. Tookie banged. Raymond functioned in every hood from what I was told by older heads. Listen to me, baby E. Whatever hood he went to, the carpet rolled out. We knew who he was. And he didn't put 100 on a 10. He didn't come in there bullying niggas. The last time I seen Raymond, man, was on 165th and Nutty Block in front of Keely Welch house. Last time I seen him, a brother named Gary Floyd for the head, forehead from Harlem. He's a good friend. Forehead resting in peace, man. Forehead resting in peace. Forehead was a homie, and he was from Harlem. He was a beast. Forehead had a squabble too. Last time I seen Forehead, the Dirty Wayne used to low ride. Nah, the Dirty Wayne got a low ride. He got it while I was in the pen. Dirty Wayne always been with the business. When he was getting his money, I was in the pen. Forehead, last time I seen Forehead, man, we was in 4800. I came down from the pen. Forehead sold me send him for $1. Los Angeles sent the newspaper for $1. We had an argument. I'm like, man, how you gonna work me for $1? He said, you want to read the paper? You got to pay for the paper. And I bought the paper. Forehead was original. Forehead got a lot of cousins from Compton. Flores is a big family. He's some kin to Huntsman Great. And Flores is a big family. You understand what I'm saying? We've been up in there an hour and a half, man. Y'all got me, man. You got more likes than views. You doing good. Thank you, Pimpin' Thoughts. OG, what year did Sherm hit the streets? Check this out, man. PCP hit the streets like in the mid-70s, early 70s. Not the mid-70s, early 70s. They started calling it Sherm because of the Sherman cigarette, but it was a thing called Super Cools. A lot of my big homies cooked water, so when we used to get dust from them, if I broke in the house, instead of them giving me dust, they'd give me an ounce of water. You understand what I'm saying? Now, instead of selling dust, you're going to sell Super Cools and Sherms. So we sold Sherms. Some cigarettes at this time cost like $2.75 a box. Whole stick, 30 half, $15. Ounce of water costs $200. You'll make about $4.50 off an ounce selling sticks. And that's what I did. That was my hustle. You have any other names? No, I don't, man. How you get the name Bam? You had any other? I never had another name, and I got the name Bam. Big Ollie, Lolly, my big cousin there. Fatso, resting in peace. Alvin Trash Man, Big Mac. My auntie had a washing machine back. You know them old washing machines where you can turn the thing like this? She had one in her backyard. And I wasn't even gang banging yet. And my big cousin said, run into that trash can with your big head at. Let me see if you put a dent in it. I ran into that washing machine. I put a big ass dent in that washing machine, man. And they started calling me Bam. Bam Bam. They started calling me Bam Bam, man, you know. And that name stuck with me. I dropped it from being called Bam Bam because one time I was spray painting on the wall and police F2 pulled up and called me spray painting on the wall, cost my mom $700. Because the people sued my mom. I just shortened it to Bam. I went from Lil Bam to Young Bam to OG Bam to Big Bam. Big Bam to OG Bam. Them the only names I ever had, man. The only names I ever had. Y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. Subscribe to this, man. You feel me? Other than that, on the other name I went by was Lil Scory. That's my Swahili name. Got that in prison. Biggest Scory from the 60s gave me that name. It means soldier. I'm a soldier, man. I'm trying to stay down for my grits. Forehead had a personal beef with a dude, threw him off the third tier in Sycamore. And I can watch this, man. That's Forehead. James White, that's Forehead, man. Forehead was with the business, man. He was a beast. He was a beast. Him and my little homie had a fight. KT, rest in peace. Kirk gave him a ride. He had to respect young Kirk take teeth in front of him. Kirk gave him a ride. I come down to the county. Kirk wasn't in there no more. Forehead said, man, your homie Kirk, man, the youngster gave me a ride for it, man. Kirk let him know, man, it just don't go down like this, man. We've been taught about the best when it comes to the squabble. You know what I'm saying? But Forehead had a squabble, man. That's my homie Bodie and Cliff from on the Pork people. Have you ever heard that the Chief Flats and Largo's beef started over female at a sock hop back in 6 or 7? I never heard of that, man. Never heard of that one. Was you cool with Kumi and Tehachapi? I was cool with Kumi everywhere they went. I didn't have scrimmages with Kumi though. But I knew the dude that started Kumi, Mousy Brown. I consider Mousy Brown a big homie. He used to be a BGF, dropped out, started Kumi. Mousy Brown had a whole lot of love for CCOs, man. Mousy Brown wasn't on that black and black violence, but if it presented itself to his collective, he ain't had no choice but to tell him to handle their business. But I was cool with Kumi wherever I go, man. It ain't about what you represent, it's about how you conducting yourself. You understand what I'm saying? If you're against Crip, there's a lot of dudes against Crips don't mean we're against them. There's a lot of dudes against Kumi don't mean Kumi is against us. We got to learn, we all know how to coexist with each other in prison. It's all about respect. As long as you know how to respect each other, there ain't gonna never be no drama. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how the game go, man. But check this out, man. Y'all done had me in here an hour and 35 minutes. Y'all know my get down to everybody in LA County, Roundtable TV. To everybody in LA County, if you know anybody that got gang graffiti on their place of residence or their business, reach out to me, ask for my email. If they buy the paint, I'll paint it for free. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, OG Bam love you. Y'all have a safe and wonderful holiday. A Merry Christmas, man, son. Enjoy this Friday. Get turned up and be careful. I'm gonna go live tonight with Kev Mack on this show. I don't know what time, but I'm gonna go live with my boy. So until then, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, man. Stay safe. Don't drink too much and drive. If you're drinking, let your girl do the driving and let your friend do the driving. Stay safe, man. Have a joyful, get full. Everybody enjoy this, man. We heading into 2023. Let's start this New Year's off. Let's go into the New Year's loving each other, respecting each other. Black people, let's stand up and be proud. Peace.